a spectacular blend of technical with Cartier's world-renowned elegance. The only question that remains is, which one is your favorite? Today, we'll be taking a closer look at one of my favorite watches of all time, the famous Santos de Cartier watch. And the watch is one of the most recognized watches in the world. But to truly understand this and its journey, one must understand why it was created nearly 120 years ago. The watch was designed and created by Louis Cartier in 1904 for his good friend and billionaire aviator, Alberto Santos-Dumont. Both Cartier and Santos shared a passion for new technologies and modern aesthetics. The watch that Louis Cartier would design for him was the first of its kind. It was a watch to be worn on the wrist and visible while flying. The watch that would become the Santos was square, with rounded corners, and both straight and angled Roman numerals. Also, it included a railroad track frame around the dial for the seconds. It had visible rivets on the bezel inspired by the ones used on the Eiffel Tower. And as a discreet nod to luxury, a sapphire was adorned on the crown of the watch as well. These design hallmarks are still very apparent today. And by 1908, the Santos watch adopted integrated lugs as part of the case, proving stronger than wired or attached lugs, and the first modern wristwatch was born. This piece, considered an instrument, established Cartier's place as both a technical and creative visionary. The year was 1978. Emerging from the Swiss quartz crisis and global economic recessions, Cartier realized that it was really important to reach out to a new generation of future owners, younger, more active, traveling clientele. An audacious steel watch incorporating original design elements and for the first time in history, combined on a bracelet, with a luxurious touch of gold on the bezel. The screws were meant to be steel originally, but with a stroke of genius, they created the screws in gold, which continued the continuity of the design, and hence Cartier managed to create a brand new two-tone watch that could be seen both as dressy and sporty and could be worn anywhere. By 1987, Cartier followed up on that design with the Santos Galbée. Galbée simply means shaped or curved, and it was reimagined with larger Roman numerals, a softer, more sensual shape, and that same year, the 18-karat gold version was worn by Michael Douglas in Oliver Stone's film Wall Street. In fact, there was never any other watch considered for the lead role other than a Cartier Santos. The watch was an instant success again. In 2018, Cartier remained focused as always to details and beauty. The Santos refresh provided a touch of modernity with updated curves, which now integrated a bezel into the lug design where the bracelet meets the case. There are two model sizes, a medium and a large, and they are now equipped with the patented QuickSwitch system, which allows the wearer to easily switch between the bracelet and the provided additional strap without the use of any tools necessary. The SmartLink system, also a patent, contains a small oval piece on the underside of the bracelet, and when depressed, allows the wearer to either add or remove a link without the need of any tools or a screwdriver. In 2018, they also introduced a gradient blue dial, gradient meaning darker on the outside than in the center. The blue dial, which is finished with a sunray treatment, which reflects multiple shades of blue across the dial, is one of the most sought-after models today. Silver polished, applied Roman numerals adds a bit of depth, and the white minute tracking and black date disc give it a fresh new look. The signature blue steel hands are replaced now with larger luminous ones. All of this is contained in a steel case that's 9.375 millimeter, which is extremely thin for an automatic winding watch. For 2022, the bezel is completely redesigned with the focus on color and texture. It has horizontal grooves across the bezel itself with contrasting steel screws. The dial's center section has a fine horizontal pattern which helps tie in the bezel to the dial. It also features the iconic Roman numerals in the classic layout with square minute tracking and indexes, and is available in a soft gray or a blue satin finish. Both feature the patented interchangeable QuickSwitch and SmartLink system, and is equipped with a blue rubber strap and the signature screws on a deployment buckle. And the newest of all, the skeleton. It provides us with a glimpse of Cartier's mastery of haute horlogerie, or high watchmaking skills, a spectacular blend of technical with Cartier's world-renowned elegance. And in this piece, the dial and the case back are removed to provide us with a full transparent view of the entire movement. The bridges are in the shape of Roman numerals, treated with blue lacquer. Highly polished reflective edges showcase the movement. Manufacture 9611 MC hand-winding mechanical movement. It's individually numbered, has 138 parts, 2 barrels that are completely visible when winding, has a 70-hour power reserve, and yet is a mere 3.97 millimeters thick. The blue bezel, coated with PVD, is a treatment that allows the bezel to be 3 times more scratch resistant than steel. It has gray sword hands, a heptagonal-shaped crown, and also is adorned with a faceted blue sapphire. The watch is even water-resistant to 10 bars or 300 feet. The Santos is the most perfect example of Cartier's unwavering determination to continually reimagine time, interpret trends, and allow it to be fresh to new audiences, yet staying faithful to its originality, its design codes, which have made it so famous. The only question that remains is, which one is your favorite? Please let us know what you think in the comments below. We invite you to visit us at Liljenquist Beckstead to discover the amazing Santos watches. Thank you again for watching. Looking forward to seeing you all very, very soon.